Wowtac A2S, there it is right there. The Wowtac A2S is an improved version of the A2, which I previously reviewed. And with this one, for only $10 more, $29.99, sale of the century price, you get double the lumens, you get a bigger battery, you get longer runtime. Even when I reviewed the A2, I recommended getting this one instead, because for $10 more, it's worth it for all the extra benefits that you get. Wowtac, for those of you that are not familiar, is connected with ThruNite, says so right there. I'm not exactly sure the affiliation. They were previously Atactical, now they're Wowtac. And one of the things that I like about Wowtac is that it's kind of all of the quality of the ThruNite lights without all of the frills that I just never need. All the case, the belt clips on the lanyards and stuff that I end up just putting in the closet. The Wowtac lights pretty much just have what you need, and by doing just that, not including all the frills and stuff, they're able to be a lot cheaper than the ThruNite lights. Same quality, fraction of the price. So onward with the A2S. Like I said, this is an improved version of the A2. The packaging, as you can see here, comes in both a cool white and a neutral white. Both the A2 and the A2S come with that. They are from China. There's their website, wowtac.com. I'll put some links down below where you can purchase this very affordable light. And let's have a look inside. You of course get the instruction manual in lots of languages for your reading pleasure. And then, let's just get rid of this thing. You get a charging cable, because the Wowtac lights, they come with batteries. I'll get to this in a minute, but they come with batteries, and the batteries themselves are rechargeable. Usually with a lot of lights, you connect the power cable to the light. With the Wowtacs, you connect it to the battery, and I'll get to that. Otherwise, the other thing that comes in here, some extra O-rings, and we'll get the box out of the way. Here's how it comes. Let's open this up here. All right, there we go. So this is a headlamp. Headlamp has the two side straps, and then this strap over the top. It's adjustable here if you want to make the top a little bit shorter. And then it's adjustable here, and you can slide this around if you want to make the sides a little bit shorter. The light goes through this rubberized sort of housing mount here, and within that, it can rotate. And it's just enough so it rotates easily, so you can, when it's on your head, you can aim it down, you can aim it up, you can aim it whatever you want. And within each of these little rubber things, there is a little indentation. So it kind of holds it in place. If you want, you can take this out and use this as just a regular light. It doesn't have any belt clips or anything like that, or pocket clips. But if you're not the pocket clip kind of guy, you can take this out and just use it as a regular light. Otherwise, leaving it in here, this mount is very comfortable. I've worn it around for a while. The rubberized, it's comfortable. It doesn't put any sort of indentations on your head with like some of the plastic ones that I have. And it's very easy to work with. The light itself, let me show you. The light comes with, like I said, comes with a battery. When you first get it, there will be a little piece in here to keep it from turning on in the packaging. The light comes with a Wowtac battery, 3,400 milliamp hours. This is one of the places where I said get this over the A2, because the A2 only has a 2,600 milliamp hour battery. This one's got the 2,400 milliamp hour battery. And just to show you the way this works, the battery itself, right here, is rechargeable. There's a little slot right in there that you take a micro USB cable. This is just a different one that comes with it, but plug it in here and the battery will start charging. Right up here, if you can see that, there's a little red light. That'll turn green when the battery is fully charged. So it's kind of a novel way that they've done this with the batteries, different than a lot of other lights. It's the battery itself that charges. Put the battery back in the light. O-ring here, it's IPX7 rated. And then just looking at the rest of this, there's some knurling here. There's some knurling on the body going forward and then up into the head. There is a heat sink here. The light does get a little bit warm if you're using it on the turbo. And then on the top here is the button that you use to control it. And one of the things I like about these, I have some black diamond, some what I would call true hiking headlights by sort of the hiking companies. And with those lights have so many functions that every time I pick it up, I have to relearn how to use it. These lights are really very intuitive, they're self-explanatory, they're easy to use. If you've not used it in a year, you can pick up this light and very quickly figure it out without reading the instructions. So let me show you how it works. Before we get to that, down in there's a smooth reflector. It is fairly deep, so this light has a kind of a good amount of balanced throw, fairly decent throw with a reasonable amount of flood. I'll show it to you. It says it throws 182 meters. I always convert that into a useful distance of 182 feet, just simply changing the name of the units. And that's kind of about a useful distance of what you'll get with this. Taking it outside, it's nice. You can use it on the turbo if you want, but even on the medium or the high, it gets plenty of brightness for what I would consider everyday hiking. And then other uses for this, if you're using it inside, around the house, in a blackout, you can get by with the moonlight mode for that matter. So there's plenty of options for that. Lots of uses for this, but let's have a look at the user interface here. All done by the button on top. Long press it and you get that moonlight mode. It will do that for 59 days, forever. And the way you get through the brightness is you just hold it down and it ramps up. Low, medium, high, low, medium, high. The low is 24 lumens. It will do that for 4 days. 126 lumens for 14 hours or 14.7 hours. And then what happens is if it's on a brightness for a little bit, more than 10 seconds or so, when you go to move to the next brightness, it ramps back down to the low. So you go low, medium, high is 420 lumens for 4.5 hours. And then to get to the turbo from any mode, so say you're on low, you just double click and that goes to that 1050 lumens and it will do that for 2.7 hours. And that is plenty bright. Double click again. You get to an SOS and double click again and back to whatever mode you were in and then off. So like I said, very easy, intuitive. It does have mode memory, so it will remember whatever mode you turned it off on except for the Firefly and the turbo, but very intuitive, very easy to use. So like I mentioned before with this light, plenty of uses for this. Obviously you can use it as a hiking light, it's a headlamp. You can use it for walking the dog. You can keep it in your car as an emergency light. You can keep it in your house as an emergency light. Anywhere that you, well, might need some light, that you want to be hands-free. You put this on your head. You need to work on your car on the side of the road. Hands-free, shine the light in the engine. Plenty of uses for this light. And again, it's very intuitive and very affordable. $29.99 compared to some of the other headlamps that I have that are upwards of $70. Check this one out, the A2S from Wowtac.